going to be restyling part of my house because I need to accommodate a bunch of books that I've got. I've got quite a lot of books. I've got 2 really big bookcases downstairs in the sitting room. However, still not enough space. And the only space I can think of placing these books is here in the upstairs. However, I need to be smart about this because I don't have many high walls in the upstairs because it's in the eaves. So it's gonna all have to be quite low bookcases, which is fine, but that's just the way it is. So I've got a bunch of books behind me here that need a space. So there's gonna be 2 places that I've been thinking of. The first place that I thought about putting a bookcase is here behind me along this wall. I've got a bookcase in the garage that I'm going to use. That's the first bit, and the other part is behind you, which I'm going to show you after I've finished this. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to make one big mess. I just want to get this mess sorted and then move on to the second part. So I'm going to start off with this and then move on to that bit where I'm actually going to ask you for some advice. It's a really awkward space. I'm not entirely sure what to do with it, so I've landed on making it a bookcase built in, but perhaps you've got different ideas, so please let me know. Books are in. I'm sure there will be more. And now the fun part begins, where I can shop my home and restyle the top of the bookcase and this whole area. So the next part that I do need some help with is this bit. As you can see, there's this really awkward little alcove underneath the slanted ceiling, and I've tried everything. Lots of pieces of furniture have been there. Right now it's housing my dough ball, but it's just useless space. The only thing I can think of is building a built-in bookshelf bookcase. I'm going to live with it for a little while before I do that. So what I'm planning on doing right now is switching the dough ball out with the bench at the end of my guest bedroom bed. And I'm going to use the bench as sort of a bookshelf. I've got all these puzzles and things down here that need to go in there. So that's what I'm going to try first. I'm going to use the dough ball at the end of the bed as sort of for my guests to have extra blankets, quilts, towels, that kind of thing. I think that will be quite nice. And then for now, I can use the bench as a bookshelf. But please, if you have any ideas of what I can do with this space, please let me know. It has to be a useful space. It needs to be some sort of storage space because I don't have that much storage space in this house. So please, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. So for now, this is how it's going to be. Temporary bookshelf, we'll see what happens. So please, please give me some feedback on what you would do here. And I do quite like the double at the end of the bed. I put a blanket in there. When guests come, I'll fill it up. I love this right now. This green thing. Come on, chicken, move along. This green thing the rabbit is sitting on is a heated pad that I put their water on that keeps it from freezing over. But as you can tell, he absolutely loves it. I mean, it's like slightly warm. And he's just lounging on there. I mean, excuse the annoying chicken who's trying to get my attention to give us some mealworms. But he's just loving it. I'm just gonna leave him be for now. It's not freezing right now. It's not freezing during the day, so I'm just gonna leave the water out for them on the side and then put it back for the night because it gets cold and freezing at night. And rabbits are really active at night, so that's when he does most of his eating and drinking. So I'll put it back at night so he's got fresh water. But for now, I'm just gonna let him enjoy. We've had Mr. Duck now with us for a little while, and we've let him out and his ladies, and he absolutely loves it. And a couple of times a day he comes back here into the enclosure for some cuddles, which is really cute. Hey, mister. Hey. Want some food? And he can get out through there. See? Out he goes. Oh, you heard me opening that. Come on. There you go. Oh, he's such a good boy, and he's really happy with life right now. I just love him. And he's doing so well. And off he goes. He's not scared for anything or anyone. He's just loving life. And these two get really excited about their mealworms. I mean, there you go. Oh, you like them too? Go on then. Why have you put the football there? Do you want to play with the sheep? I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. Hi everyone, it's a new day and I thought I'd share with you what I've recently been buying at the charity shops. I tend to visit a charity shop or an antique shop or a brocante or a fair or anything similar at least once a week. I've got a charity shop right next to my Pilates studio, which is very dangerous. So I just got home from Pilates, went to the charity shop and found some great things. So I thought I would share with you what I found. You seem to love the last video where I did a huge day out charity shopping. So I thought I'd make it a recurring thing and just show you at the end of the video anything that I've picked up. I might not have found something at some point, so I won't share, but for now, I did find some great things. So let's get into it. So the things that I'm about to show you, I accumulated over the last 2 weeks, so since my last video, and they come from various different charity shops. So I'll show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this really heavy piece of marble. This is originally a really old antique ashtray. You can still see there's 2 rivets on each side that you could put your cigarette in. Obviously, we don't use this for that purpose, but I really thought it was a beautiful catch-all. I'm still going to place this on my antique secretaire because, I mean, can you imagine this? This used to be in a really old gentleman's office, right on the table. They would be smoking their cigarettes. So I'm still going to place it on my antique secretaire, but use it as a catch-all. I love the green of this marble. Beautiful, so heavy. Now, this piece goes right along with it. This is a beautiful, also heavy marble vase. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this kind of thing. I have another one in a yellow marble. It's got the veining through here at the bottom. I think it's a set, I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, they go very, very well together because it's the same green color. Oh, and in terms of pricing, some of you really would like to know what I pay. So I'm gonna try and remember what I paid for everything. It's gonna be in euros. I mean, I don't know the conversion rates in pounds and dollars, but you know, you sort of get the idea. This one was 150 and this heavy big boy was 650. So next up, I do love a tiny little figurine, and I don't know if everyone's familiar with this, but my British people will know. I do love the tiny little Wade figurines that you used to get, and I've got a couple of them. And when I was in the shop, I first spotted this guy, the wild boar. I mean, I love him. You don't spot wild boar figurines all that often, and I thought he was very handsome. And right next to him was this one, and this is a Wade figurine, and I just couldn't leave her behind. I just couldn't. I mean, I love that kind of thing. They were €1 each. Staying in the wild boar family, I also picked up this tile. It's a really old, beautiful tile, again with the wild boar, and he will live in our downstairs bathroom. Then I can't resist a cute tin. I mean, I use them for all sorts of things, for storage, and I found this beautiful duck tin. It was, I think it was 150. Oh, this one was 150 also. And I just thought the ducks, so incredibly cute. Love that. Then, I mean, this is stunning. I love a beautiful, beautiful piece of carved wood. And this is a leaf with 3 pine cones on it that I'm gonna save for my autumn decor. It is absolutely beautiful at only 150. Stunning. Staying in the autumn decor, I mean, I don't know why suddenly all the autumn decor is out in the charity shops, but I did find a few things. First up are 4 of these tiny little, I don't even know what they're for actually. I'm going to use them just decoratively, but I don't know what you put in them. But they're absolutely tiny. It's got a tiny little lid on there. There were 4 of them for only €1 for the set, and I thought I'd place them on my table for autumn decor. And then also I got these 3, can you see these 3 tiny little ceramic, they're quite heavy actually, ceramic pumpkins, also for table decor, and they were 20 cents each. I also found some great Easter things. I mean, I'm not a huge Easter decorator, not like I am for Christmas or autumn. I only have 1 bin filled with Easter decor, but I do like to put out some bits and pieces here and there. As you all know, one of my most favourite places to decorate for the season is the mantle. So with that in mind, I picked up, and I think they're absolutely adorable, these fuzzy bunnies. I mean, I think they will look great up there. Absolutely lovely. They really remind me, I don't know if anyone of you know this, but they really remind me of the Mrs. Alice bunnies. So I had to have these. And so these are the small ones. They were 60 cents each. And then I also got a medium one at €1. And then I couldn't leave the big boy behind. And she was $1.50. And I think they will look lovely on there. Staying in Easter, I also got this beautiful carved wooden egg for 70 cents, which I'm also going to place on the mantle. And then I've got a couple of these, and I like to place them in a bowl, and they're really heavy marble eggs, and they were 80 cents each. Really heavy. I've got a few of them. I mean, I could even, you know, do this, you know, place them in here, but we'll see what happens. And then my final purchase in here, and the rest I will show you outside, is this guy. I mean, I've always wanted one of these baskets. They have a very specific shape, and I just love them, and it's going to be so useful for various things. I mean, I can use them for vegetables, for flowers. I'm also going to use this for our wedding. I can use it inside for newspapers and magazines, or, you know, it's going to be really nice, and I'd love that. This was, I'm not entirely sure, but I think this was somewhere around €5 or €6, which is great. Gosh, it is an absolute glorious day. The sunshine is insane. I'll quickly show you the few bits that I got for outside. I mean, obviously, we all know by now, the terracotta pots, small one for 30 and a big one for 50 cents. Then these three, I was umming and ahhing about them because I wasn't entirely sure, but it turns out they're really, really old wooden pots with the iron edging. Absolutely beautiful, really old. There was 3 of them, they were $2.50 each, and I think I'm going to place them on my new potting table. Stunning. I mean, the craftsmanship of old things is just beautiful. Then, obviously, I mean, we'll go through that quickly. Obviously, the buckets. I mean, I've picked up lots and lots of galvanized buckets, and I'm going to be using those for my wedding. I won't be using this one, but I mean, I can always use a bucket around here on the farm, and I thought this was really quite nice, so that was $3.50. And my last find, which I'm absolutely loving, this is going to be for our wedding, is this beautiful iron, rusted iron candelabra. I mean, isn't that, and it's heavy, and that is just, it's going to look amazing as part of the decorations for our wedding. Absolutely love that. So that was $3.50. So that was everything I've picked up in the last 2 weeks. I may have bought some more terracotta pots, I'm not sure, but you know by now why. And I'm really, really happy with everything that I bought, and I'm really excited about placing them around. So I hope you enjoyed that haul at the end. Let me know what your favourite piece was, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.